Hey language learners, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I want to talk about 3 common problems that language learners often have to wrestle with. These are things that they struggle with, and then I'm also going to point out how what I do, the language learning games that I make and the online gaming groups that I run, can help to solve these issues for you. The first one is that people lack consistency and they don't understand how to form good habits. They stop and start, stop and start, stop and start. They forget what they've learned because they're stopping too much, especially in the early stages of language learning before the language has really moved into the deeper long-term memory. So one of the things I often told myself is, it doesn't really matter the time I spend learning or how challenging it is for me or what resources I use, so long as I never give up. To never give up is sort of like the meta habit that affects everything else. If you stop and start, stop and start, stop and start, it really doesn't matter what teacher you have, what resources you're using, what language you're learning, how much time you're putting into it. So it's really important to develop consistency. A little bit every day, I think, is better than the alternative, stopping and starting. And what I'm doing is being really consistent about putting up YouTube content for language learners. That's become a tongue twister for me recently. Consistent video content to help language learners, and also the game that we play every Saturday in different languages, so that you can come out to meet us and play every Saturday. And I hope that by showing my consistency and leading the way, that's going to rub off on you and you're going to become more and more consistent yourself. So be really careful about learning habit formation and installing good habits, and then just never breaking, never stopping, never turning back. The second thing is that people are maybe pursuing their language learning in too much of an isolated way. The way that they're studying is making them more and more isolated from others, and I think sometimes that's a little bit of a subtle thing that they don't realize is happening. They're spending too much time studying alone in a room in their house, possibly with books, possibly with apps. Maybe they're watching videos online. More and more today, people are chatting with AI, and they're forgetting the human element. They're forgetting the human connection, and they're feeling this vague sense of ennui, the sense of dis-ease, the sense of being isolated. It's weird because they're actually practicing a feeling of isolation. And so that's a problem, and I think a lot of people don't realize it. So again, I want to help you to meet people from all over the world who are really interested in learning your same target language. It's been a really fun experience since April of 2023. I've met dozens and dozens of people. We've had about 60 different people from about 10 different countries from all over the world come out, and we're building our connections, we're building our friendships. And what's exciting too is if people are learning more than one language, they show up to multiple games per month. So you can really get to know these people well. Our current groups are active for Mandarin, Japanese, Spanish, and possibly Turkish is growing, but other languages pop up from time to time too. And if we don't currently have groups for your target language, we possibly can form one if you're willing to help me to find more people. Then we can set a date for it. So I want you to have some skin in the game. I want to make sure you're really committed too. So I say, if you can find 2 people besides yourself, I'll go help find some more people too, and I'll set the date and I'll advertise it. We'll do it. But that's another way that I'm trying to help you guys, is to help you meet real people and actually practice your real social skills, super necessary for life. You can't be super shy. You can't be super introverted. And I say this as someone who had always labeled himself as an introvert. It's time for you to move beyond that social anxiety. Continually studying with your books and with your phone in your room, that's going to make that problem you have even worse. and it is a problem. I'm going to call it out and say that if you have a weakness, let's call it out and let's work on it. Let's not play it off as a strength or try to hide it or say, this is me. Let's work on me. Let's work on who you are. This is something that I've struggled with too, and I want to confront. And I've made videos about being shy and being an introvert and trying to move beyond that. Okay, point number 3 is a simple one, but it's an important one. We need to make language learning fun. I don't know why people assume or maintain that it has to be dry and it has to be boring and it has to be really, really hard. It doesn't have to be. Think about the way that we learn languages from the time we're young. We are like sponges. We absorb languages fluidly, naturally, and we have a lot of fun along the way. We ask other people we know a heck of a lot of questions. Young children are always saying, why? What does this mean? What does that mean? What's this? What's that? They always want explanation. They're open to anything. And so we have a lot to learn from children. We can learn that way too. And the way that I'm trying to make it fun is through games. Now, a lot of people have different opinions. Everybody has an opinion about educational games, one way or the other. But what I want to remind you is, in our case, it's just a vehicle, it's just an excuse to get people together. It's like a Trojan horse for great discussion. We're sharing a lot of stories and concepts and words that are making people laugh and forming vivid memories in their brain. It's been really fun to see people from different countries coming out because they know different things about different areas of the world, and yet they're sharing about it in the same target language that the other people are learning. So it's really an organic and expansive way to learn about different places in the world, different concepts, different people, different words, but you're also learning about it in your target language. So a great deal of, enrichment is happening through our games. But people often have fun, they often laugh, they often make great new friends. They say, hey, I hope to meet you again in a future game, be it for this language or another language. We have players who want to know each other's handles for Twitter so that they can add each other on Twitter and support their progress and things like that. So these 3 things: to be consistent, to have good habits. Number 2, to remember the human connection, the human element. And number 3, to make it fun. These are 3 things that people often struggle with that I really can help with, because these are my strong points, and these are the ways that I like to learn, through being consistent, through socializing with people, and through making it really, really fun. For example, like through games. These are the core ways that I like to learn. They come more naturally to me, especially as I've practiced them. So I hope that I can help you out with these things too. And if you want to join us, you can visit languagecardgames.com. That's languagecardgames.com. You can see the upcoming schedule of games. You can sign up to play. You can read more details about exactly what we're doing if you need to know that. But I hope to see you in a future game. That's it for this video. Bye-bye for now.